How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 339. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Cyrus. Cyrus is written and directed by the Duplass Brothers, Jay and Mark Duplass, who I was lucky enough to meet at a Q&A for this film. And they signed my copy of Baghead, which you can kind of see right there behind me. Maybe, maybe not. And if you don't know who the Duplass Brothers are, they also wrote and directed the Baghead right behind me and The Puffy Chair, which is a fantastic little character study and relationship movie that I think is wholly realistic and incredibly underrated and underseen. So check that movie out if you haven't seen it. Cyrus stars John C. Reilly, Marissa Tomei, Jonah Hill, and Catherine Keener, and it is about a guy named John who's was divorced about 7 years ago. His ex-wife is about to get remarried. He's kind of down in the dumps, and he goes to this party that he's dragged to, and he meets Marissa Tomei, and she's kind of lights up his world. She starts flirting with him, and they start to form a little bit of a relationship. The problem, though, however, is Marissa Tomei's son, played by Jonah Hill, Cyrus, who doesn't want anything to do with John and wants to keep his mom all for himself as much as possible, and goes out of his way to kind of make John's life miserable and hopefully break the two apart. If you have seen The Puffy Chair or Baghead, you should know right off the bat that the stuff they're showing in the trailer for Cyrus is not how this movie is going to play out. Yes, it is funny, but I think the one thing that both Baghead and The Puffy Chair have in spades is heart, and I think it has a lot to say and a lot of dramatic moments to it, and I think Cyrus is no exception. I mean, as the film progresses, yes, it's extremely funny and awkwardly funny, and it has the signature type of mumblecore styles to it, but I also think that it's an incredibly well-made character piece, and I think if there's one character that I wish was a little more developed, I would say Marissa Tomei's character I don't think is nearly as developed as John and Cyrus are. But I think the banter that goes back and forth between John C. Reilly and Jonah Hill is some pretty priceless stuff. There's one line of dialogue involving a curse word that Jonah Hill happens to utter at the dinner table, which I think is pretty out of left field and fantastic. Also, there's this music that Cyrus makes on the side that I believe the Duplass Brothers described as very weird but also incredibly good, and it makes for very, very funny moments. Towards the end of this film, there are some more serious turns, and you kind of really see who these characters are, and I think they all play incredibly well and incredibly smart, and I don't think any moment in this film rings false or untrue. I think that it's all a very well-made, real piece of filmmaking, and by real piece of filmmaking I mean the relationships that occur in this film I think feel wholly realistic to me, and they don't feel fabricated in any sense of the word, and I also think that it ends on the perfect note. Do I think it's better than Baghead? No. Do I think it's better than The Puffy Chair? No. But I think Cyrus on its own is a fantastic film that when it plays near you, you should definitely check out. I give Cyrus a very strong 4 out of 5. It's probably one of the best movies currently out in theaters right now, I would say, so go check it out. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.